Michael Cook is here reviewing A Wrinkle in Time and the film Gringo. Two different flicks today.
Two different movies to talk about. So let's talk about A Wrinkle in Time first. This stars Storm Reid as Meg from the iconic A Wrinkle in Time book that came out in 1962. The movie starts off, Meg is 13 years old, and like 13 years old feels kind of separated from society, and she's picked on. Well, the basic plot line is there you see Chris Pine, I believe. There's so many Chris's on the movie stars, I got him confused. He is a scientist who disappears into the universe, and what happens is Meg and her brother, whose name is Charles Wallace, and her friend Calvin have to go looking for her with three celestial beings played by Oprah Winfrey, Minda Kaling, and Reese Witherspoon. And they crisscross the universe searching for her father, while at the same time, you know, in some ways searching for herself in terms of, you know, who she is and overcoming, you know, doubt and hatred in the world. The movie visually is quite amazing. A lot of fantastic visual effects. You know, a lot of great things to view. Oh. Unfortunately, the script is just it's a mishmash with odd pacing at times, and the third act is just sort of a complete mess as they try to wrap everything up into a complete package. This movie kind of reminds me of Tomorrowland, which came out a few years ago with George Clooney. It was also a Disney film where it was hyped and you thought it would be wonderful, and then after you watch it, you thought, that's okay. The young actors were fine. Storm Reid plays, as I mentioned, plays Meg. I think she has a very bright future ahead. But this movie, I was disappointed. I have to give this a 6 out of 10.
Ooh. You think it could have been better?
It could have been a lot better. Yes, it could have been a lot more interesting.
Was it long?
It's about a little less than an hour and 49 minutes. So it's a little, you know, but it could have been better.
So 6?
6 out of 10.
Wait until it comes out on Redbox.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now your kids may love it because it's visually pleasing and things like that.
Right.
But for adults, it was just not great of a film.
Right.
Now the next movie to talk about is called Gringo. It stars David Oyelowo, Charlize Theron, and Joel Egerton. Basic plot is it's confusing. This is one of these movies that you see where you have these fantastic actors like there's Charlize Theron playing a corporate executive. You think, well, you have all these amazing actors, how bad could this movie be? Well, this is an example of how bad a movie could be with good actors. The plot line is confusing. David Oyelowo, they work for this company that's making a marijuana pill. David Oyelowo has to go down to a factory in Mexico. While he's down there, he is apparently, and I use the word apparently, kidnapped by the Mexican drug cartel, but then has to get ransomed. I mean, even explaining this plot is kind of confusing. I have to admit, I fell asleep for 5 minutes in this movie.
No!
Oh,
so that can give you a sense.
I've never heard you say that.
That's an automatic deduction of 2, right?
I actually fell asleep when there was literally shooting on the screen, like an action scene. So that gives you a sense of where I'm going. And I guess my numerical review is a little bit more higher than it should be because I'm a big fan of all those actors.
Okay. Right.
But all in all, this movie is a mess. I wouldn't bother watching it on cable or Redbox or anything. Just skip it.
Man.
I give it a 5 out of 10, and even upon reflection, I think I gave it a couple of points too high. But all in all, unfortunately, it's a great waste of actors and ideas.
So would their mom be proud they made the film?
I think their mom would be conveniently sick that day when the movie premiered. Like, I can't make it, honey, to your movie.
Gosh, you know, I wish it was a better weekend for you guys to watch a movie, but maybe there's some other good ones.
Yeah, maybe depending on the weather, go outside or something. Who knows?
Go outside. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.